Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Tomorrow Tonight. We're back. That's right. We took a little bit of a hiatus last week. No, it was a little early, but it was Valentine's Day. So we just decided, you know what, we're going to spend some time with our loved ones or spend some time alone, sitting in a corner crying while we eat chocolate. Whatever you do on Valentine's Day, that's totally your prerogative. I'm not going to judge. But we thought we'd take it off. And plus, I was a little tired. I was doing a lot of lives lately. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to take it off. But we're back, and we have some great topics to talk about. Of course, we're going to talk about some old stuff like the MCU news, like Deadpool 3, X-Men 97, Fantastic Four casting, just because I want to talk about it with some great people in this community because I didn't have a chance to talk to them about it. Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about Xbox, giving away some of their game titles over to other platforms. We got Sony taking over the entire rights of Disney. No. They're just taking over the physical. Can't even say that word. Cliff's probably, or Seavizzle's probably back there laughing his ass off right now because I can't say it. But they're only taking over the physical media aspects of Disney. They're not taking over the entire thing. But we'll get into that and more. But before that, I want to shout out the amazing channel members. Of course, you can become a channel member for 99 cents. That gives you a special icon by your name. You can drop special emojis. You get early access to chatting with the comic community, as well as add it into an IG chat. It's on IG. I don't know where I was going with that, but you know where I was going. You guys are smart out there. Me, sometimes not so much. But for only 99 cents, but you can also support me by just leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you're not already. But let's get to these channel members. We got Beckerman, Sector 2815, Legion of Comics, DJ Lynx, Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy, still only 35 cents, Dr. Von Hoot, Son of a Bruce, Papa Wheelie, Tyler, that's Shattered Glass Reviews. We got Comic Book G-Man. We got Philtastic Comics and Art. We got Nick's Kicks and Comics. Tony, that's Commyverse, Circumstances, The Comic Vet, Izzyverse NYC, Actual Dracula, Billy Powermax, Trevor W. We got Black Crown Comics, Nick Collects and Gaming, Not Near Mint, Taylor Winter, Hulk Collector, Rolando Flores, El Green Machine, Wellbore, Digger Cards, Collecting with Durs, Agu Rhythm, Meatwad Number 1, SCA, Cardboard Crazy, Southern Comic Geek, Spidey Guy Murph, Poppin' Comics, Electrobolt 7, Pokecan Joke, Christina Payne, Brother John, Madame, that's Stephanie, Space Case Cards, Arcade Pop, and Lord Cucksimp. That being said and out of the way, guys, get ready for a great show. I see we got a couple of people here already, but of course, I can't do this show without my fellow co-hosts. Oh, he's not doing the wave today.
I'm probably do it later today. I'm trying to
later. Just saving it.
Yeah.
You gotta stick around, guys. Stick around. Oh, wait, I'm using that. That's the DJ Links thing. Oh, he's gonna charge me for that. You guys gotta hang out for a little bit, and then he may do that again. Of course, sadly, Cliff is not joining us tonight, and Papa Wheelie is running a little bit late. And we will have Lady Fantastic joining us in just a little bit. But if you guys would like to join us as well, hit me up if you want to join the conversation about what we're talking about. And I'll send you a link. And come on, be respectful, and have a full positive discussion about the topics that we're talking about. Of course, I'm here with Seavizzle. Thank you so much for joining me, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Each and every week I'll have you. All right, let's say hello to some people that just jumped in the chat. We got Lash Crucius. What is up? Always here in everybody's chat. What's up, Lash Crucius? We got Christina Payne. What's up, Christina Payne? We got Paul in the 619 who just became a member. So thank you so much, Paul, for becoming a member. Truly appreciate you. Be adding you to that list and figure out what's going on with IG and get you into that chat. All right. Got 11 people here kicking it with us already. Papa's being lazy and decided to be late tonight. Of course, we got Lady F joining us. What's up, Lady F?
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
We're doing good. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm just sitting here packing up some stuff, and I was like, I can shoot the shit.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you here.
Thanks, man. Likewise.
Yeah, you replace Cliff tonight. Cliff sadly can't make it tonight, so
Man, that's a bummer.
we'll be talking a lot of X-Men. So I think that's up your alley, right?
A little
little
bit.
bit of Fantastic Four.
A little bit.
But if you have some Lord of the Ring news you want to share,
No.
you can talk about it. Yeah,
I mean, we can if you want to.
Get out of here. We got Daniel in here. What's up, Daniel? And we got John Stout in the building as well. What's up, John Stout? We got a super sticker from the G-Man. $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. I can't see the super sticker. I guess I have to go into another program and see it, but I'm not sure how super stickers. This is my very first super sticker, so I have no idea.
Super.
All right, here's the guy who's fashionably late. We got Papa. What's up, K-pop? K-pop junkie in the building. Moving on down the list.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Lady F. Thank you all so much for joining. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get into it. So I was talking backstage with C Bizzle, and we decided to get the older news out of the way. So we'll be talking about the MCU news first, about what we thought. Which topic out of that would you guys want to talk about first? Deadpool 3, X-Men 97, or Fantastic Four?
Let's do it alphabetically. That means Deadpool.
Yep.
So
Deadpool 3. What did you guys think about the most recent trailer of Deadpool 3? Because I have not talked to anybody about this yet. Of course, I said earlier we took last week off, so that it dropped that previous Sunday.
Yeah.
So we didn't even get to talk about that.
So the one you're talking about that dropped on Super Bowl Sunday.
Correct.
Super Bowl Sunday, yeah. So what do you think about it, Lady F?
From the very little that I saw, I think they kept a lot open. So I think they're probably doing a lot of teasers and misdirections. But I thought some of the scenes were just really cool looking. I mean, the Deadpool scenes with him like throwing his gun shit in the air and reloading, that's ill. Come on, bro.
That was such a great scene.
Yeah.
I loved even how he was like in like the first scene, it was automatically he just broke the fourth wall. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna look at it and be like, you know what, Disney, straight in the camera, and I loved it. Absolutely adored it. What do you think about it, C Bizzle?
When he called himself Marvel's Jesus.
Yes.
The only thing, if I have anything negative to say about it, the trailer was great to me. It's just the spec people with the whole Secret Wars issue number 5 thing and making it a bigger deal than it needs to be, knowing that Marvel and the MCU love to throw red herrings out in their trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do want to speak on that because there some posts, they were just, there's like a split. There's people that were trying to spec on it, posting, trying to sell it, and that. Then there was other ones who were just posting it, saying, "Hey, look, I have a comic that's in a movie."
Yeah,
and just to be proud of having that comic and being like, you know what, I'm just gonna show it off. So it was kind of split on both ends, and the people that were just showing it off were getting attacked for it too, just by they'd be like, yeah, look, I'm happy I have a comic that showed up there.
I actually do have that comic, so
I'll post it.
No.
You're just, I'm not that kind of. I'm gonna stay away from that right now.
Not touching it.
Yeah, there was an upbeat on price on that as well, and there was like memes too, like people, like you see like the intersection where you see Hulk 181, and then you see Secret Wars 5 and people veering off to go to
Yeah.
Secret Wars 5. So I also loved in the trailer that you got the slap. It looked like Mickey's white hand slapping Deadpool's ass.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
I love the fourth wall in the Deadpool movies, and I can't wait to see what other things they're going to show. Because like, I know one of the scenes you saw the background, you saw 20th Century Fox logo buried in the sand. So I can't wait to see what they go about doing that.
Now, I think that they're at the end of time, like we've seen in Loki, and that they're at the end of time. All of this is taking place in there, and since for a while people have been speculating that this is Deadpool kills the Fox universe, and that just being there just kind of like cements it. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Also, another couple of things that showed up in the trailer. I'm not sure if you guys are excited for it, but Pyro is a character that made his debut back in there. He hasn't been in the X-Men franchise since X-Men: The Last Stand. Were you guys excited to see him back there?
It was a nice little thing to see.
Don't have feelings either way. Just because he was just kind of another member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and it's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying like he's just there because they were like he's the least
he's expendable.
Well, not only that, but he's the least interesting character that's going to show up in this movie. So they're like, you know what, we'll show him. So we'll show this guy in the trailer, the least interesting character that's going to show in there. We're gonna have bigger, better cameos in this movie. Also, go ahead, Lydia.
Are we gonna see Domino again?
That is true.
Domino
love is not in this.
How do you know?
Wait.
No, wait.
I think she was. She was at the beginning.
Yeah.
At the birthday party, but I'm not sure where she's gonna fit into this. None of those characters showed up in any part after the trailer.
I so hope they keep her because she was great as Domino.
Yes.
I really liked her a lot.
And it's interesting that we see that the TVA is in this movie as well.
That's gonna, and you know what would be funny though is if we could get some Owen Wilson scenes with Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know if we will,
because they got the other guy, Paradox. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the future. Paradox is the future version of Mobius. Is what I saw.
Is it Owen Wilson then?
No, it's he's played by a different character. This I forget the actor's name, but he was on what was that show? I'm blanking on the name of the show now, but yeah. I don't think he's going to be in it anymore.
Okay.
I think he's done after Loki season 2, but I could be wrong. He could show back up. There's a lot of characters said to be in Deadpool 3 that didn't show up in the trailer. Like we didn't even get like a full like facial a full frontal of Wolverine. So, and also to go back to Wolverine, there was a scene that people are speculating that it's Patch. They don't think it's Hugh Jackman. In sitting down there, they think it's a different variation of Wolverine. Like it could be Taron Egerton or Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard people say like a younger version, and it's dad. Like it would be like Radcliffe or something.
Yeah. They also showed the back of supposedly Cassandra Nova.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
Yeah, and her book is starting to her first appearance is starting to blow up too.
What is her first appearance?
His X-Men. I have it. I have to look. Let me look it up for you.
Okay.
I have it. I found out I had 3 copies of it. I didn't know I had 3 copies of it.
Now, I'm curious to know what Papa's feelings are about Deadpool 3, what he's excited for when he has time. But overall, I think this is. I feel like Ryan Reynolds has a huge hand to play in this movie, and like doing it where he was even releasing, like he's like, you know what, we're not releasing any news about Deadpool 3 at D23. I'm gonna put it out first on maximum effort on YouTube and do it my own way with Hugh Jackman on a couch. That was smart. So like he's good at marketing, and I feel like he's just like, you know what, we're still holding this dear and to their heart, and he doesn't want this to be ruined by coming over to Disney. And that what's it going to be like with him at Disney in the future? Who's to tell? We won't know until this movie, but I guarantee you that this movie is going to make $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yes. I can see that.
I'll be interested to see what's going to happen. You know, it's going to be, it'll be fun to watch. You know, I don't think I'll be disappointed. I think that Jackman and Reynolds have really great chemistry, and so I think they're going to be really funny. I mean, both of them, yeah. That's what I'm hoping to see.
And Lydia, for your answer is X-Men 114. The first volume.
Okay. I have 114, like volume 1.
Volume 1, 114, what it says here.
And that's the first time it says Uncanny in the title, I think.
No, I'll show you.
It's
this one.
Well, that's new X-Men. That's not the volume 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I know that one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is that New X-Men's by Josh
Grant
Whedon,
Morrison.
isn't it? Oh.
No, it's Grant. Yeah, it's Grant Morrison.
Okay.
That's when I liked him.
For it to come out already so people stop watching about it, laugh about it seriously, it'll be good. That's what Papa Wheelie says. He just wants it to come out. I agree. Like, I feel like it's too far away.
It'll be good.
At first, I thought it was like, I know it got pushed back due to the strike. They had to continue to finish writing it or filming it, I should say. I still wish it would came out in June. Like, June seems like it should come out in June, but it's coming out in July, the end of July.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
That's okay with me because in June I'll be visiting my hometown in Detroit. So when I get back, I'll be able to catch that movie.
All right. Paul in the 619 says that one scene where Deadpool is in a car and there's blood everywhere. This will be a different kind of Disney movie. Can't wait.
Is it going to be R?
Yes.
I think it's going to be R. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Disney wants to make any GD money, they better make it R.
Yeah.
What is up, Tony? Just thought I'd pop in before I crash. Thank you so much.
All right. Deadpool. Check.
Oh, are people bitching about it there, Papa? He says, stop bitching about it and then see it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem I have a lot of times. It's like, you know, I can't make any calls because it's like, I've not seen the damn thing. And until like I watch it myself, like I can't really be a fair judge. True. Which is why, you know, I reserve. Yeah, I usually don't talk about, I don't talk about movies unless I see them.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be better than what we've gotten in the last couple of years.
Generally speaking, I did shit on Avatar 2, but it's because I saw Avatar 1 and it's just like too fucking preachy. It's pretty.
I have not seen either. I have not seen either one of them.
Take acid, it's the same difference. Take acid and recycle, and you've seen Avatar. That's shitty.
What's up, aggressively relaxing? I would argue Deadpool has always been a PG-13 character. What's up, everyone?
What's up?
We got Captain. Ahoy, Captain.
Ahoy, Captain. Hope you're doing well, my man.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about Deadpool 3? Do you want to move to some Fantastic Four talk?
Yeah.
Let's go to the Fantastic Four.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. So for the Fantastic Four news, it's just the casting news that we got. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Ebony Moss Backrack as Ben Grimm the Thing, and Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. Also, Herbie the Robot will be part of the movie, but no voice yet for him. Are you guys excited for this movie? What do you guys think of the cast?
Who is the Vanessa chick again? What else has she been in?
I'm not too familiar with her either. I
What's
just
her
know
name?
that Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to see it. I want to see it. I'm excited. I don't,
She
Go ahead.
she was in some Mission Impossible movies. She was in the Fast and the Furious, The Hobbit and Shaw. She was in Napoleon. She's been in a few good movies, I guess. I just don't know who she is.
Nor do I.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm down. I'm game.
What about you, C Bizzle?
I am ecstatic about this. I can't wait for this movie to come out. Simply because I'm just hoping they're doing a better job. I heard rumors that Galactus and Silver Surfer might show up. It's one of the speculatory news I've been hearing. I'm not sure who's the main villain. Is going to be Doom? Is it going to be Mole Man? Is he going to make a cameo appearance in it? But I'm okay with the whole casting. I know some people were upset about the casting for Johnny Storm. Some people were sick of the Stranger Things fans. Now they got something else to latch on to this character. So some people were mad about that. But other than that, I have no problem with the cast. I'm hoping that the Thing looks good. Um, I hope they don't spend so much of the budget on making him. I'm hoping that it shows the family aspects of the Fantastic Four because I heard this was a period piece. So I'm not sure when it's going to be set in, like the 50s or 60s. So I'm excited about that. I'm more excited about this movie than the actual comic book, even though I still buy the comic book because I'm a completionist. But I can't wait to really for this movie to come out, and so we can finally get a good Fantastic Four movie. Nothing against the other ones. It's just the one with Jessica Alba and and the rest of the crew. I like those. I like those movies. Didn't care for the Michael B. Jordan one at all because Doom, they messed up on Dr. Doom too much and strayed away from the source material. And I didn't see the very first one that never made it out to production. You got to get a bootleg. I can't remember the director name attached to that. But I can't wait for this one to come out.
Yeah, I'm excited. For me, it's like a lot of times talking about these things, you watch the trailer and it's like you can only say so much, right?
Yeah. Did it. Look, Crucial said it. Roger Corman. I couldn't remember his name, the life of me. He was the director of the first Fantastic Four movie.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, for me, I frankly think it's a win when we've got new titles dropping for MCU. That's a win.
Correct. Yes. I think it's going to be, pardon the pun, I think it's going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. The people have been wanting this. The people have been wanting this for a while. They'd be like, come on, we need a new Fantastic Four movie.
Yes.
They've been crying for this, that, and the X-Men. And we're getting some variation of the X-Men in animation. We'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, people have been excited for this. I know some people are even upset about Pedro Pascal, but he's a good actor. And they were upset about him even playing Joel, and he killed it as Joel. So.
Yeah, I mean, and we fucking casted Peter O'Toole as Lawrence of Arabia. So that was fuck,
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yes.
And all right, so I do want to ask, because has been people like trying to pick the voice for Herbie, because like it needs a voice role. A lot of people were like RuPaul. RuPaul would be a good voice for Herbie. Who would
Vin
you
Diesel.
guys? You'd pick
I'm
Vin
saying
Diesel
it right now.
Who?
He played Groot. He played Herbie. Vin Diesel.
So he's gonna. I guess he could play another voice character because like he
and then he could roll. He could roll out and say, "We're family."
We're the first family.
We're the first family.
Yeah. So I'm Marvel Jesus.
Lady F, don't ban me.
No. I was thinking fucking what's her name? Jennifer Coolidge, who's like always twacked out. Like, and rest in peace, but remember Gilbert Godfrey?
Oh my God.
People would hate him, but like
that would have been so great.
Oh, people would hate RuPaul. Like they'd be like,
I don't love RuPaul's great.
Yeah, but there's a fraction of people that would be like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Look at they trying to be woke.
That was going around. So
what if they did Walken?
Oh man. Oh, that would be so good.
Yes.
So I was talking with Roscoe earlier. His pick for it was Will Forte was his pick.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't like that, Papa? No. My pick was Bill Hader.
Both of those, I think.
I like Bill Hader.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm good. Paula Deen. I'm just fucking with you. At this point, it's like it's up in the air for me. Who knows if they're even going to have him? Like,
so I'm not familiar with how he sounded in the cartoon. Do you guys remember how he sounded at all in the cartoon?
No idea. I can't remember. I remember the cartoon vaguely, but I can't remember how Herbie sounded. So, chat. Did the chat got any suggestions for Herbie?
Yeah, we got 11 people here.
Yeah.
What you guys got? Let us know who you think would be good to voice Herbie before we go that. And Papa, who do you think? Got anybody? Probably going to be like, yeah, he wants The Rock. John Cena. Or there was, off topic, but there was like Henry Cavill's coming to the MCU. Watch it be Henry Cavill.
I hope not.
They could do the godless voice or like the humanless voice of Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. See, he said Will Forte.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roscoe, what's up, Roscoe? Unhinged, what's up? He says Sylvester Stallone.
Or what if they did Arnold?
Yeah.
Oh, there. For what role? Herbie the Robot. Yeah, there we go. Guilford Godfrey.
Yes.
It's Godfrey.
Right.
But he's dead.
Godfrey. Yeah, sadly, he's dead. He did play a good Yagu.
He did.
Yeah.
So, but that's it. I'm gonna wait for Papa's who he would get, and then we'll move on to X-Men 97, the most controversial portion of the MCU news.
Is it?
Why is it? Sadly,
to who?
Is.
To
everybody.
Not to me.
People are split on it. Oh,
my Twitter feed was blowing up that whole week.
And then we'll go to some actual news topics instead of what we think about certain MCU stuff and that MCU news.
Oh, I agree.
Who did the voice for Johnny 5? All right, so let's move on. We'll get that afterwards from Papa. I think C Bizzle is on it. We'll move to X-Men 97, and I apologize ahead of time, Lady F, because yeah. So we got X-Men 97 dropping. What did you guys think about this? There's certain aspects that a lot of people are not liking about X-Men 97 due to either it be the voice casting, like Wolverine specifically, the animation, it going from 3D animation to look like 2D animation, and then of course the whole morph becoming non-binary. There's been a lot of issues with this, and a lot of people are stating that, like, you know what, I'm not going to watch this because I have such fond memories of the original source. I don't want it to be tainted by this new source, so they're not going to watch it just in case. Where do you guys land on this?
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. When
Go ahead.
Okay, Lady F. No, ladies first.
As someone who watched like the entire series as a kid, yeah, I'm gonna fucking watch it. I want to see what they can do, and like I'm going to give them a chance. We all deserve that. I'm not gonna poo-poo it until I review it and have my own opinions. The same with like the Rings of Power. Like I totally gave it a chance. I totally wanted it to work and held out for it to work until the very end. And then it's like, okay, well, this is how I really feel. And I'm going to do the same with this. It's just something that I was invested in as a kid. It's probably going to be a little goofy just because when I go back now and look at some of the X-Men, some of it's goofy, but it still doesn't change the fact that there are themes that run true and are still very pertinent today.
I agree.
Yes, fucking watch it.
That was well said.
That was
well said. I agree, and plus, I can only the animations can take a little bit getting used to because of course it's newer. It's not going to look exactly like it did back then. Thank God. To give a little bit of a reference, I watched Bleach, the anime. It was gone away for like a good 10 years. Came back with newer, updated animation. Was I bothered by that? No, I was not. It looks crisp. It looks great. And yeah, so you're just going to have to get past that. Some of the voices, of course, people get older. The guy that's voicing him is probably, I don't remember him having like a big voice over gig past Wolverine. I could be wrong though. But he is getting older. There is voice actors who have stayed the same over the years, over 20 years, but maybe he's just had a rough life. But to say that, I did like the new voice for Cyclops. I didn't mind him. Sadly, the guy who voiced Cyclops passed away, so he couldn't come back and voice him. That's usually how it works. And then for the non-binary part, the only argument that made sense to me was this takes place in the 90s and non-binary wasn't a word yet. That's the only thing that makes sense. That makes sense, but I think it was in the 90s, it was gender fluent. Yeah. So that's the only thing that people made sense to me. Like they could have just gone like gender fluent instead of non-binary, which is like generally the same thing. But other than that, who cares? Maybe like who cares? He was a cartoon character that was made to be killed off in the first episode.
Yeah. Well,
so
if you've got enough fucking time to cry about a goddamn cartoon, you're wasting your time. Get a fucking life.
Yep.
Don't fucking watch it.
Exactly.
Bobby has a question for Lady F.
It's when you ascribe to neither one sexual identity or the other.
Correct.
because your gender is how you identify. So you don't identify as either male or female. So you're not binary means male female. So if you're not that,
then you just neither nor.
it's not defined. Yeah.
Correct.
Cheers.
And I was just told, Roscoe told me this today, because I don't keep up with the X-Men stories in the comics at all. But wasn't it recently that Nightcrawler has two
Okay, I can
moms?
explain that. Yeah, I can explain that. So basically, what happens is Mystique has this new power that they never discussed before. She can actually change her DNA, so she can make herself have male DNA, so she could get another woman pregnant, which was her wife, Destiny. And it happened in X-Men Blue. I think it came out just last year. Here's my whole thoughts about the whole X-Men 97. When X-Men first came out, I was a teenager. I was just to start collecting comic books. X-Men was my favorite comic book to buy. So I'm definitely going to be watching X-Men 97. I have no problems with Morph being non-binary. It's not going to sway me either way. When he comes on the screen, I'm like, oh God, I can't watch this. He's not. No, it doesn't matter. Only thing that matters to me is what storylines are y'all gonna follow. It looks like they're going to X-Men 200 when Magneto is going to trial and he's gonna be taking over the X-Men and things of that nature. So I'll be watching that. I'm gonna be seeing. I know a lot of the voice actors are not. It's some change to some, but like you said, life happens, and we have to. The only thing that pissed me off, and I mean this respectfully, Miss Lady Fantastic. I mean this respectfully. Why they give Rogue a flat booty? Like she's supposed to be fuck. She's supposed to be a thick Southern guy, and y'all made it with a flat booty. Maybe it's the animation or whatever, but she was supposed to be a fuck.
Maybe they just make corrections later on.
I'm hoping so.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's an acquired power or something. Yeah. Here's the thing: is like, okay, this. Here's the argument, whining about Morph that I hear. It's like, why can't they just make it a good story and not put that shit in it? All right, here's the thing, dudes.
Let them know.
Like white binary dudes or white cis hetero males. Those non-binary people have been around since the time, like the beginning of civilization. Okay? Correct. But maybe they've never been given a fucking voice, and maybe you're privileged enough to not have to give a fuck about them because you're a bitch, but they're still there. Deal with it. Just like there's been homosexuality since God knows when, and it was something that was encouraged and a normal part of society in ancient Greece. Get the fuck over it. Quit being so butthurt about shit you don't understand. All right.
And here's the funny thing is when they say, "Oh, the Disney trying to make the X-Men woke," I'm like, do you not understand what X-Men really is about?
And don't you want to be like? Don't you want to be informed? Don't you want to not hurt people? Don't you want to not be ignorant?
But the X-Men has always been woke. Like their whole makeup is about wokeness.
It's about a group of people who are not accepted because they're different, and so they're otherized and live on the outskirt and the periphery of society, and all they want to do is be accepted as normal. What the fuck is Morph then?
Yes.
Fuck off, bitches.
And just like Space Case Card said, Pat from SNL. That's a perfect example. Yeah. I love that skit, by the way. But yes,
it was a movie too. It was a
I forgot it was a movie. Yeah,
it's Pat. Julia
Yeah.
Sweeney, is that the one who played Pat? Who played Pat? I can't remember.
I
So,
forget her name, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
but this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great show. Like I said, I just want the
I'm
story to
surprised
be
it's
good.
coming out so soon.
Yeah,
Like they
Julia
dropped
Next
that
month.
Sweeney.
trailer and then you're just like, whoa, that's just around the corner. That's
Yep.
like next month.
Next month. Yeah. So now I gotta
So,
steal somebody's Disney Plus password.
like, get over the fact that there are people that are not going to be like you. And you know what? And accept the fact that they're human, that have the same fucking feelings as you. Like, just because you're not the same or you can't understand them doesn't mean that you should ostracize them, because that's fucking ignorant. That's so
Yeah.
ignorant.
Now, Papa, are you not watching it because you're not really an X-Men fan?
And Space Case Card says, yeah, Julia Sweeney is the one who played Pat.
Okay.
And Bobby says, we accept everybody in the comic community.
Heck yeah. If y'all
Sometimes.
accept me, you can accept anybody.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And what was the date on this? Not a fan of X-Men yet. So that's
That's fair.
I'll definitely be watching that. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Will I be like watching it like right when it comes out? Probably not. Probably won't be doing that whole thing like I used to do, being like, oh, something good is coming on. I'll wait until it comes out. I'll be watching it as soon as it drops on Disney Plus. I don't think I'll be doing that with this, but who's to say? I might. As the time gets closer, I may do it. But who's to say?
I am. I'll watch it. Day one.
Yeah, I probably will watch the first like episode.
Yeah.
Same Space Case. I heard people are just shitting themselves over it.
I have it. It's in my pull box.
Did you shit yourself?
Nah. It's a good story, but it's Hickman, so he does good things.
Okay. That's that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on X-Men 97 or move on to Papa's topic of the night?
Uh-oh. What's that?
Oh, well, you'll find out.
Titties and
all
ass.
right. It is. Let's go. He-Man. So, long gestating Masters of the Universe film has scored some new life today as LA Leica studio chief and film director Travis Knight is reportedly in final negotiations to direct the movie. Deadline broke the news, saying the deal has still not closed. Any other elements on the project are still coming together, but the Kubu and the Two Strings and Bumblebee director is very much the top choice to take the helm. Chris Butler is reportedly rewriting the script from an initial draft written by David Callahan and Aaron and Adam Nee. Deadpool. In addition, Amazon MGM Studios is in final negotiations for rights to the project, and Mattel's Robbie Brenner and escape artist Todd Black and Jason Blunthal to produce. The film will be based on the popular 1980s He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon series, which unfolds on the planet of Eternia, a land of magic and technology. The story follows Prince Adam, the young son of Eternia's ruler King Randor and Queen Marlena. He can transform into He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. He uses powers to defend Eternia from the evil forces of Skeletor, who wishes to conquer the mysterious fortress of Castle Grayskull. Now, this is from Dark Horizons, and they sourced Deadline on this. Now, this is Papa's article, so I want to hear his take on this if he hasn't already done it. But I'm going to throw it to you, C. Bizzle. Did you hear about this news? Are you excited for this news at all? And what do you think about Travis Knight directing?
I don't have no opinion either or. I am because, like I said, this is another one of those shows that I watched when I was a kid. I actually had Castle Grayskull and all the figurines for He-Man. So I know this is supposed to be animated, correct?
I it's said to take place like from that standpoint. It didn't say that it's going to be live action, so it might be an animated movie. But
Because the best live
yeah,
action one is Dolph Lundgren's He-Man. I'm like, come on, like that's the greatest.
I still think this could be live action, though. To be honest with you, I think it's just taking place from that universe, going to be live action, and take from that source material, and not like take place from like any source material from the movies at all. So I could be wrong. I know Papa knows all about it though.
He said, "Get that old He-Man movie out of here."
Is there going to
I
be
love that movie.
She-Ra? Will they have She-Ra?
It has not stated that because like it's still up in the air. Like I'm just glad that we're getting Travis Knight. He is most notably known for Bumblebee, which was like the saving grace for Transformers movies.
Correct.
So I'm excited for this.
Now, if this is a live action, who do you want to play He-Man?
Oh, that's a good question.
Henry Cavill?
No, you need somebody blonde, and I don't think he could dye his hair blonde and be like, yeah, good enough.
I'll
So
tell you who
I
I think.
you know
They
who
don't have to be naturally blonde, dude. I
Dude
think
from Reacher?
it'd be
Oh,
cool if they cast that Schwarzenegger's illegitimate child,
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Joseph Banna or something.
Yeah.
He's a beast, bro. If you've seen him, he literally has a body of He-Man.
now I raised the question too. Do you get two actors, one to play Prince Adam and one to play He-Man? You'd have to.
Yes. I think
Okay.
so. I think it would look
That
weird.
you're definitely gonna have to get somebody like two people that look alike, like
Yeah.
at least similarities to their facial structures, because like that it'd be kind of hard. What is up, Kamikaze? He-Man is after my time of cartoons. That makes me feel really young.
You are right, Lady F.
What?
That dude is huge.
I'm telling you.
He's
Look
like a
him
Greek
up.
god.
He's
built like
got
a Greek god.
He-Man potential.
His other son is big. Is big too. His name Christopher.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Now,
Eric's the one that's or Joseph.
I like
Joseph. Yeah.
I who said Reacher though? Because Reacher, like
Me.
Alan Richand, like that didn't even cross my mind. But of course I don't want him to have that mullet top like he did in that picture. I'm like looking at him just like, no, can't do that to him. He would be good to play He-Man. But to play Prince Adam, that's like a whole different story. You got to get somebody. Frigate Glenn Howerton
Let me see.
from
Let me
It's
look that
Always
up.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. No.
Could you imagine?
No. What about for like somebody like Skeletor? Like, are they gonna you think they should get somebody to voice him or to actually,
You know who I think would be a badass Skeletor?
who's that?
Fucking Mickey Rourke.
Oh, I like that idea.
Put
I was
some
gonna say
makeup on him and he'll fucking go.
I was about to say Mark Strong. They played Sinestro.
Yeah.
Zac Efron's a good choice too to play He-Man.
Yeah.
He was good. I just recently watched Iron Claw, and let me tell you, he was pretty damn good in that movie.
Yeah. I can see Zac Efron playing He-Man.
He's got the chops.
Yeah. What about you, Papa? This is your topic of the night. Did you already put it? Where people hate me,
Oh, yeah.
but Hemsworth brothers needs to play He-Man. One of them. So
Yeah.
I would say Chris over any of them.
I can
And
see that.
so that's Papa's choice. I can see that people just need to be like separate him from being Thor and then come
What's
in and
that?
play that character.
What's that dude's name from the Community? He could play Man of Arms. The dude with the mustache. I just can't think of his name. Let me look it up.
Dude with the mustache.
In the
From
Community. What's the
Oh, the
Community?
Ron.
Parks and Recs. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ron Swanson.
Ron
Yes.
Swanson. Yes, that
Man
would
of
be a good
Arms.
one. There's your Man of
Just-
Arms.
Just because of the
So
mustache.
nobody's speaking on like the actual topic though, the Travis
Oh.
Knight.
Oh,
I don't know anything
You
about
know what?
this night.
We would bust it, but I don't know. You haven't seen Bumblebee?
No.
I haven't, but I heard a lot of great things about it.
He also did let's see here.
Oh, he did Kubo and the 2 strings.
Yeah, Kubo and 2 strings.
Yeah.
No
looking at
idea
it
what
now.
you're talking about.
It's an animated stop motion.
Okay. I don't do I don't.
Which still raises the question, will it be an animated movie?
Correct. So he's doing he did Bumblebee. He's doing He-Man. He's also doing the $6 billion Man as well. So he's getting all the old shows from my childhood. So it's gonna be interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know that he was doing the $6
$6 billion Man.
$6 billion man.
Isn't
Now
pre-production.
he's got to do the Bionic Woman next.
Yes, absolutely.
But anything to add on this Travis Knight to direct He-Man, or do you want to move to the next topic? I don't think you heard me. I said, give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Oh, yes. Yes, I remember that. I thought I missed something. It'll be stop motion, I'm assuming. That's what Lakia does. Oh, no. Please, no.
I don't think you want the stop motion. Not a He-Man.
No, not He-Man. Like, there's some things that work for stop motion, but like, I don't think you could do. What would you like that, Pop, if they did stop motion?
All the bacon and eggs.
I don't. I just by that hand motion, he's like, I don't care. It's like, I just want a He-Man.
Yeah.
Kubo and 2 strings is amazing. That's what Tyler says. Shattered Glass reviews. What is up, Cali Comics?
Kelly.
I don't know what that is. Stop motion. It's kind of like
Almost puppets, like Coraline.
Stop motion.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original.
Yeah.
That was
No.
nope.
Nope.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
I like it, but
He-Man.
like it works for that. Because like
Yeah.
that's what we remember. You bring in something like claymation stuff, especially with the like type of animation that we've gotten with He-Man so far, with the new Kevin Smith He-Man. Like it or hate it, the animation's fantastic. So it'd be kind of hard to like top that. So I'm not sure. It would definitely suck. I like stop motion is awesome. I like it too, but it's for certain things. It wouldn't work for certain things. And I think this is one of the things.
I agree.
What sentence did I just write? I like stop motion is awesome. I like stop motion is awesome. I don't know, man. Thank you. I think he's drunk. My favorite Ron Swanson is when he hears Tammy is coming and has a contingency plan.
Yeah.
All right. Nightmare Before Christmas is the most famous stop motion.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Actually, yeah. I don't think anybody knows. Like, I don't know if this new generation knows what Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is, but they know
Correct.
what
They do
Nightmare
they do
Before
play it
Christmas.
every Christmas though on national television. So they
Yeah,
made
but
me.
the new generation doesn't watch national television.
That is true.
What is up, Fox Crown?
Mm.
So, anything else to add about He-Man? Poppy, you have anything else? Yeah. Okay.
It's up
Wait on
now.
you. Speak on He-Man. Are they going? I'm curious too. Who they would get to? Why can't I think of his name right now? Um, the little wizard
Oh,
dude,
Orko.
Orko. That would
Yeah.
be interesting to see because a lot of
But
this stuff too. It'd be kind of hard to bring this to live action as well. So it could be animation.
yeah,
Orko, I feel like the guy who voices him on the He-Man cartoon on Netflix is perfect because he doesn't
correct.
have to do any like altering of the voices at all.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Nightmare Before Christmas sucks balls. LOL. That's all. Move on.
All
All
right.
right. Chicken Run. Yeah, that's another good one. I did. I was a huge Wallace and Gromit fan. That's
Oh
stop.
yeah.
That's stop motion. I loved Wallace and Gromit growing up. All right, moving on. Okay, we got a couple of topics here. Sea Bizzle, what's the
Yes.
topic you want to talk about tonight?
Let's talk about Sony to handle Disney physical media.
All right. All right. Ooh, hello. Let's get this open here. So this comes from Dark Horizons. In a major story over on the Digital Bits, and that's the actual site, the outlet reports that Disney and Sony have just done a major deal that will see Sony Pictures Home Entertainment take over all of Disney's physical media productions going forward. Sony will handle and oversee the authorization and compression of discs, work with the replicators and packaging vendors, and that they'll oversee the titles as they go out to the distributors. Oh, I said it. And on the to retailers. The outlet received the news 2 weeks ago, just after the deal was reportedly signed. Multimedia independent sources within the industry have subsequently confirmed the report for them. Disney's physical media operations has been undergoing turmoil of late, so such a deal is seen as being more efficient and cost effective for the House of Mouse. The report goes into organizational nightmare that's going on in house at Disney, where those actual working on the discs don't have decision making power. Every single little detail has been kicked up multiple levels of management and involves multiple times more people than it is necessary. The hope is that if this can lead to Disney releasing films more efficiently on disc, they may start releasing more of them. Unfortunately, it's doubtful they'll come back to markets they've abandoned. As part of the Disney and Sony arrangement, Disney reported also plans to shutter their Disney Movie Club. So, what are your thoughts on this, C. Bizzle, since you picked this topic?
So the reason why I picked the topic was mainly because it was blowing up on my Twitter feed and my Instagram, and people were being misinformed when they said Disney is letting Sony handle their distribution. Um, Everybody thought that Disney's selling off Marvel properties. They're licensing their characters back to Sony. That this that, and the third. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just that they handle all their physical media, which I'm here to say for everybody, we have to protect physical media for the simple fact that a lot of it is going away. Best Buy has already got rid of it. You can't buy physical media at Best Buy anymore. Walmart is thinking about not to get rid of it, but they say, "Hey, we want you to get your stuff from here from now on." And a lot of stuff can happen with digital. Your internet could go out and you won't be able to watch anything. my lady, she's a huge horror fan, and right to the right of me is stacks upon stacks of horror movies that she go out and she'll go to thrift stores and things of that nature to get movies. Physical media has to be saved, even in video games. We won't talk about Xbox a little bit later, but Xbox has possibly a new console that's going to be all digital. So there is a game that I was playing called Destiny, and I purchased a DLC from it. They got rid of the DLC. I didn't get any refund for it, anything like that. So it wasn't physically mine to have. But if I bought the physical copy of it, I would have been all right. So this could be a huge thing for Disney and fans of Disney and on Marvel or Star Wars. They get their physical, still get their physical media through another way.
I agree, and this is just going to help Disney as well, because
Yeah.
with as it like as shown throughout the year of them releasing everything just on Disney Plus and not releasing physical media, they've been taking a hit for that. They haven't been getting that money where people would be picking up physical media. There's people that still buy like it's where Warner Brothers is doing well with their physical media because people are still picking up the animated movies that they're releasing
Mm-hmm.
with like their
Mhm.
Blu-rays of Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. Everybody pre-ordered the Blu-ray or bought a digital copy, but they pre-ordered it and wanted to get the physical copy because it always comes with the digital copy as well. So Disney for the longest time hasn't been releasing any of their physical media. So hopefully they'll be like, you know what, we're gonna get DVDs of Blu-rays of Loki season 1 and 2. We're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
some WandaVision out there, Hawkeye, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like bring these out to physical media because like you're just losing money. You're just losing money if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And like Papa said in the chat here, Walmart is taking over for Best Buy because Best Buy is getting rid of their
Yeah.
stock of DVDs, of Blu-rays. They're not ordering anymore. Walmart's doing like in the future, like there's only going to be two places you can get Blu-rays. It's going to be Amazon and Walmart. So
Yep.
Walmart is trying to compete with Amazon for the market of physical media. But yeah, let's not like Disney was kind of going that route for a while with like, oh, we'll go all digital. We won't
Mm-hmm.
distribute physical media, and that will save money on production of that. Then they learn that they're not making any good money on that by just dropping it on Disney Plus when like they drop like 5 different things on Disney Plus, and people are already paying for it. They get all of that for that single price instead of people going to buy physical media. Lady
And,
F, you have any? Or sorry, go ahead.
and I love buying box sets. Like I got a couple of Lord of the Rings box sets. I got a couple of MCU Infinity Saga box sets. I love them because that way you can just sit down. If you have no internet, you cool. You can just pop in the DVD, or the Blu-ray, and then you can sit there and watch with your family, not worry about uh if you still have even if you have internet, it could be slow one day and fast the other, and you have to worry about it stopping in the middle of your movie unless you don't take care of your DVDs. I do. So I love the fact that physical media not Best Buy, Walmart and Amazon gonna have it. And also, there's other stores like here in Texas. They got this thing called the Movie Exchange, and they have like rolls of movies for very good prices.
I think that there are pluses and minuses. One, with specific regard to video games, I'm always going to be pro physical copy. And that's simply because resale value,
Yep.
retention, and now as far as convenience, I'd say download because then you don't have to get your ass up and switch everywhere. So it's double-edged sword, right? Um, as far as all the physical media,
Hmm.
on one hand, I get it. And then on the other hand, it's so much shit. And if all of this shit like CDs, movies, books, fuck everything, it's all in the cloud. It's in a fucking cloud now. Are there gatekeepers and can there be like some bullshit? Yes, that's a con, but at the same time, it's just like, I kind of like knowing the fact that I don't have to fucking live with a lot of shit. I don't need a lot of shit because honestly, I can access a lot of shit. And it's somewhere up where, my bearded sky daddy is, like with some Russian fucking satellites and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's in the cloud, dude. I don't know. But that's just my 2 cents.
I feel you though, because like at this time, like I do have a couple of Blu-rays. I don't have a Blu-ray player. That's the downfall of me right now. So I don't have a Blu-ray player at all. So I don't pick up physical copies either. Not to say I don't want to. I definitely am going to eventually pick it up once I get a Blu-ray player, which I'll wait until they drop in price a little bit more.
No, they are fairly inexpensive. I know I bought a Blu-ray player for my lady for about $25.
Oh well, I'm looking in all the wrong places then.
Walmart. That's the only
I'm
place
just
I
like,
go.
I'm looking at them. I'm just like, I keep hearing that they've dropped in price, and I'm looking at them. It's like cheapest one I can get is for $156. I'm just like, huh?
No, you get them much cheaper than that.
I'm just like, okay. So I do want to get some because like with physical copies as well, whenever you're streaming or watching like anything like Netflix and that, their video is decompressed to stream. You get a crisper looking video from an actual physical copy rather than a digital copy, or like not digital, but like on a streaming service.
So I hate that I'm going to say this, but I'm going to have to bring up Lord of the Rings because I've just bought digital copies of the 4K versions. And that's different than my Amazon version where I just bought the, I don't know, HD versions of the extended editions. These ones, there was a clear difference. It popped. It was gorgeous. And, but I also just had to like fucking click a button. I didn't have to like get my ass up and change. And I'm just saying, like, it's pretty convenient.
So Dan here says, had no internet the other day. Had no internet the other day all day, but my Blu-ray player worked just fine. So I was able to watch Conan and Conan the Destroyer in 4K on disc. Physical media rules. I have 3 backup players.
Yep. Yes, that's another con of using the cloud. So if you do have your physical players, like you don't have to rely on the internet, which is, as we know, unreliable.
Yeah, Papa said he has over 1,000 Blu-ray and DVDs. Whew. You got me beat by a long shot.
Yeah. So I think this is smart. Another thing though that when I saw this too, I don't know why it came to my mind. It has nothing to do with them connecting like universes and that, but at the same, we got Roscoe in the building. What's up, Roscoe?
What is up?
Hey, Roscoe.
Also, attached to this, though, all I can think of is if Sony's getting more in with Disney. I don't think that Sony is ever going to give up the rights to Spider-Man. They're going to be like, we got you by the balls now.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, this is just another opportunity for them to intertwine and like make more money together. And like, frankly, don't you see like if they can if to do something like that, they're probably going to merge or one's going to take one over. I mean, it's just like, who knows? It's all it is good business for them both. Oh wow, 2 massive companies are going to go make more money. Color me shocked.
I was digging up some physical media. I had to find this DVD that I have. It's a classic. It's a PG. And what year? Let's see.
That's cool, Bobby. I think Katie was showing that she has the Max on DVD, which was cool, like the whole
Yeah.
series or something.
I don't know.
Space Case card saying he has probably over 2,000 plus movies.
Oh yeah. I
And
was
then
watching that the other
remember,
day.
Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Yeah.
And then
With
I did like the
Tone.
Surf Ninjas. Surf Ninjas was the one that Tone Loc was in, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Surf Ninjas. Yeah, that also had Rob Schneider.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gang Gear.
Yep. This says one of the people go crosses Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Home Alone.
I can see that. I can see that.
In a way.
Yeah.
The New York Post calls it a kick.
What year did it come out?
Three Ninjas?
Yeah, what year did Three Ninjas come out?
I was trying to find the year on here, and I don't see
1992.
92.
I just quickly looked. Amazon, they have a few. I found Naked Lunch, which is one of the strangest movies I've seen Cronenberg do. Max is dope. Nice. So yeah, I like it. I like that Sony is going to distribute Disney physical media. I like, to be honest with you, I want to get and
I remember that scene.
yeah. So I want to get Loki on Blu-ray. Loki season 1 and season 2, favorite of
WandaVision
Rebel
would
so
be
far.
great.
WandaVision would be good too. I actually liked those things that were coming out. And it's sad that we haven't had the physical copies of those, because they would have made money. I guarantee you, people would have actually been buying them, and Disney lost out on making money at all from not making those physical copies, just because they were like, oh, we're gonna save some money by not producing.
I want those Netflix Marvel shows on as a physical media. So Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, sure.
Daredevil.
That is right. That because they got full rights to them, they
Iron
can actually
Fist?
do that. No,
Mhm.
not Iron Fist, but
Defenders?
all of the other ones, man. Luke Cage. Also, Luke Cage could be coming back as
Luke Cage was cool.
Yeah, it was. I loved it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't mind it.
I'm excited. I didn't
watched
even
it
think about
before.
that. I didn't even think about that they could do that, and they'd be stupid not to, because let's think about it. They have the full rights to it. Daredevil's not on anything, Blu-ray or anything, so they could just. Jessica Jones was Nornrad's favorite. I love
Kristen
Jessica
Ritter's
Jones as well.
cool, man. She was a little badass.
I enjoyed that as well. She stated to come back as well, so
that's cool.
I know Nauman's going to be jumping on. I'm not sure if he wants to talk a little bit about this topic before we jump to the next one. Or
I'm going to have to get out here soon because I'm old as hell and I got to go to Betty Bye. I'm sorry. Do you hate me, Tia?
Yeah, I do.
What? Lady F is going Betty Bye?
Yeah, he's subbing for me though. He's my substitute.
I'm leaving. I'm sorry. I gotta go too.
But yeah, I just have to get up for work or whatever, and I'm just kind of lame.
No pressure, Lady F. I just want to rile you up by saying that Alabama just passed the fertilized embryo eggs are human beings, babies.
What about
that has
making
nothing to do with this topic? But all right.
I'm just tired, man. I
it's all right. It's all right, Lady F. We'll get you out of here in just a second.
Oh yes, sir.
Man, do you have anything you want to add to this topic, or Roscoe? Do you have anything you want to add to this topic?
What topic is it? Sony
Sony distribute Disney's physical media.
No.
I'm a physical media guy. Anyways, I collect vinyl records. I collect cassette tapes. I collect game cartridges. I collect books,
Comics.
comics. I collect I collect art. I mean, I'm a physical media guy. I mean, so I have no problem with this.
Yeah.
I do want to say that C-Bizzle was right though about like, if digital anything happens, I mean, if you don't have physical, what do you got?
Exactly.
Nothing at all.
Or the thing is too, I mean, there's some
Get physical.
services that are
Get
Physical. Tell them, Yaman. Fucking love it.
there's just there's a lot of streaming services that are like expensive as hell too. Like and like if
Facts.
I want to watch that movie again, am I gonna really want to pay this amount like every
Facts.
month where I could just pay
Mhm.
$20 or $25 and get like bloopers or added you know what I mean, stuff that makes it even freaking cooler,
Mhm.
or I could just pay the
Right?
streaming service $10-12 a month every month just so I can watch it, and who knows how many times I'm gonna get out of that. I mean, I know there's other stuff, don't get me wrong, on stream,
Pluses and
but
minuses. Again, that's a plus for having the physical copy. I'm always a plus, always when it comes to video games. But that's my thing now. But when it comes to the media, it's like I totally get you. I would be effed because I don't have I rely on internet for entertainment, like when it comes to this shit
Mhm.
consumption of media. Um, and if you've got the physical thing, you don't need it.
I mean, I embrace digital product as well. I have a Audible. I have a I have a movies I bought from Amazon. I'm not, yeah, Amazon, right? Amazon.
Yeah.
Movies that I bought from Amazon that I, I keep, you know, as long as Amazon don't go away, I should have those books forever.
Whose is that?
Yeah.
That's Papa showing off his physical media.
Good
Sweet Papa.
Lord.
Yeah, what's up? So do you I guess at least that gives you a selection, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Also want to go to so E-Man says, here's the thing, physical media will always have a better audio and video than streaming. Sony is only in charge of the distribution part. Yes, that's all of they're involved in. They're not going to be taking over Disney. They're not going to be in charge of what happens over at Disney. They're just doing the distribution, right? Just like how Penguin House does a distribution right for DC Comics.
Correct.
So they're just going to be doing that aspect of it, and then but it's good. It's good because like we're actually going to get physical media. Now I'm even more excited because Bizzle said that about Daredevil and Jessica Jones. That never crossed my mind.
Yes.
I even have a laser disc and laser disc player. So
Oh, okay.
you know why I have those?
Because
Because
you're old. No, I'm just kidding.
you know how George Lucas,
Star Wars.
yeah, George Lucas
The big
bought all those where Han Solo shot first.
Mm.
He bought all those media so that people cannot buy the physical media. Well, I knew that Laserdisc had the original version from the theater, so I bought
Mhm.
that just so that I have a original media that I watch on from the theater.
That's
Right?
awesome.
I mean, imagine what would happen with your digital media if somebody powerful like George Lucas and says, "Hey, take all those movies out and put a
Mhm.
where's Han Solo shot second, right? Because
Mhm.
we don't want you to distribute that through Amazon. We want you to change all of that." I'm like, come on, man. I that's what I watched. Don't change what I watched. Don't change my memory. Come on. So
Exactly. And as all of us, as we are collectors of something, comic books, video games, movies. We embrace the collecting side of getting physical media. So
Yeah, I
it's,
mean,
It is
it's
what it is.
yeah,
they cannot alter my physical media. They can easily alter the digital copies. So
Yes.
correct.
So, all right. Anything else on Sony to distribute Disney physical media? And we'll let Lady F get out of here. Thank you so much, Lady F, for joining us. Do you have anything coming
bye,
up?
Lady F.
Yeah, Sector 2815 next week, I think. I can't, maybe the 28th, I can't remember. But I'm gonna be on the Guess That Key.
Yep, that's
Mhm.
the 28th.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. That's where I'll be. No promises, but that I'll be getting any good. But I had fun and opinions, they matter.
It's your opinion.
See you guys.
Thanks for
Later.
joining,
Bye,
Lady F.
Lady F.
Bye.
Cyclops will love you.
Yeah, Cyclops will love you. All right. So,
Yes.
flying through these. Probably go a little longer than other nights, but I kind of want to talk to you about this one, even though it's yeah. I want to talk about this one right here. I want to talk about James Tynion the Fourth launches multimedia production company. So let's get into that. Let's
I don't know who that
see
is.
here. You all right? We'll talk about that in a second. There, you'll know who he is. This comes from CBR, Comic Book Reader, superstar comic book writer James Tynion the Fourth, the reigning two-time Eisner Award winner for Best Writer, has launched his own independent multimedia production company called Tiny Onion that will be working in publishing, film, television, and animation. Tiny Onion is backed by a seed investment from Lyrical Media, the New York, Los Angeles-based media company that, according to its company page, partners with singular creative minds and brings their vision to life. Committed to the future of media and distribution, I can't say that word. Lyrically builds expansive new worlds across formats. James Tynion explained the launch of Tiny Onion in a press release. And this is what he said. Over the last 12 years, I've watched the comics industry from the inside, working alongside its best talent and biggest publishers, seeing the exciting ways that it could connect to other media spaces. And I've managed to work my way to some prominence. Now I have the chance to take everything I've learned and test out every way to make it work even better, not just for me, but for the generation of creators coming up behind me. Working in the field of comics, the plan is for Tiny Onion to serve as an independent editorial and design team that will work with new creators to fine-tune their work and package it for companies. Tiny Onions won't be publishing comics on its own, but will work with comic book publishers that Tynion the Fourth has experienced with, like Distillery, Boom Studios, Dark Horse, and Image Comics. Tiny Onion is also working to develop projects in film, television, and animation, and it will control a significant amount of Tynion's intellectual properties as it pursues those projects. Tynion also added, the benefit of independence is flexibility. I know what my biggest aggressive move in the comic book direct market next year is going to look like, but there are other ideas we're cooking that I'm thinking up as a medium neutral. We're going to develop worlds on a scale of what we did with Something is Killing the Children, and then we're going to decide how to bring them into each of the verticals our company is touching. It's incredibly exciting to be able to think and move that way. See, Bizzle, my man,
Yes.
what do you think about
Yes.
this?
I love this. Can you imagine Something That's Killing the Children animated show? Or can you imagine Nice House on a Lake television show? Like this is something that creators need to strive for. Like not just create uh comic books, write and draw comic books, but expand your reach on the community altogether. I love to see when guys that come up from, I won't say he was small time, but just came out of nowhere, and then built his comic book cred up, and now he's doing movies, television shows, and helping other creators be able to produce their stuff as well. So I'm really excited about this.
Roscoe, what do you think about all this?
Man, I'm pumped. He's making a. There's going to be a whole universe, especially if you. I don't know if anyone reads "Something Is Killing the Children," House of Slaughter. If anyone's reading those, you know that it's a lot bigger than just little old Erica Slaughter.
Yep.
So the thing is that if they do an animated, bro, and they go out, and because I don't know who's read. Spoiler alert, but there's hunters that hunt certain mythical creatures that are like dragons
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Like so you could do so much with it. I mean, it's insane. Like he's very, very creative. And if he could, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I mean, there's just so much. And there's also a small book that he did called Wind. If no one's ever read that, please do yourself a favor, check that out. That would be an awesome animated show
would.
too. I mean, uh, I, I mean, but with him, the list goes on and on. And Department of
Yes.
Truth. I mean,
Yes.
come
Yeah.
on. I mean, there's so many things. Thank you, John. I appreciate you letting me know that. But
Yep.
there's so many things that he could do that he's done in comics already. That if it does come to TV or a movie, I think it's fantastic.
Mhm.
I mean, if it's done right.
Yeah.
But I think, but to be honest with you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say, C Bizzle, you are 100% right when you said that Something's Killed Children. I think the only way that it would be dope is if it is animated, not a real live
Correct.
act. It needs to be like Invincible,
Yes, I
and
agree.
it would be. I mean, it would be the shit. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? So sorry,
Mhm.
Travis. Go ahead. I just had to point that out too.
No, that's all good. Thanks to John's Comics with Kids, because he did this thing called Comigories. And I won on that once, and I won a couple of trades, and he threw in the first 5 issues of Wind, and I was able to read that. So yeah, I agree. Wind would make a fantastic animation. I know a few people are saying here, like Space Case Card said, he would like a live action. Something Is Killing the Children. Department of Truth would be fantastic. Um, what else? A Nice House on the Lake.
Yes.
Another great one.
Yes.
So now that we've named off a few of his titles, Papa, or no, okay, just a sec. Papa has a question he wants to ask everyone. And okay, so Norrad says no, I want live action. Something Is Killing Children, and he says Norrad says he wants an animated Wind.
I
And
can
yeah,
see that.
E-Man says he and loves
I-
Wind, so underrated.
Yep. But I mean, to be honest, I would love a live action. Don't get me wrong, but
Yes.
I just feel like
I think the CGI would mess it up.
I mean, because there's people that if you haven't read Some Skilled Children, people can't see the monster, and the thing something's getting ripped up, and that could look really, really bad, and like how you said, bad CGI. I think.
Yeah.
But if it's like done like Invincible, because I mean it can get gory, it can get bloody, so and we all saw what Invincible did with that, so
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like to see live action, but again, who would play Erica Slaughter to a badass, I just feel like everything that I look at animated series, I just feel like that would fit it. But again, prove me wrong, live action, please.
Because he would have he'd have the rights to do it, and he would be able to be like, hey, you know what, I'm going to take it to Amazon Prime, and I want the same. I want to contact Robert Kirkman and be like, hey, can give me your animators, like Hook a brother up. But Sleepy Reader Damien brings up a good point. Will it mean less Tynion comics down the line? So many writers disappear into Hollywood, and I agree, some do. Jeff Johns has disappeared and took a while for his comics to be released due to him working on certain television shows like Smallville, shows like that, except for his like own creations like Stargirl or not Ghost Machine, but Geiger. So do you guys think that like maybe he will be like, okay, I'm working on this, but at the same time, most of the stories that are getting adapted are from the comics. So will he stay true to that, or will a lot of this take up his time doing a lot of this? And then we'll go to Papa's question.
I mean,
I have a
Go ahead.
thought on this, even though I'm not a I haven't read any of these comic books. The idea of the idea of spending all that CGI and stuff, all that money invested, there's too much pressure for that movie to do make a financial success, right? Because all the CGI involved, it makes movies super expensive to make. And I think animation is a good starting point because you can always go to action. I mean, live action whenever you find that animation to be successful. But I think the animation is a good starting point because you don't have the super extreme budget that it's too much pressure to succeed in when you're making these movies, and too many people's hands are in it when because so many investors and whatnot. It's not a personal project anymore when it becomes so expensive to make. So
Exactly.
for the creativity, I think it needs to start with the animation. In my view.
Yeah, I agree. Start with animation, and you could do a big budget movie after the show.
Yeah, right now, the what's that?
I don't know, man. Animation does take a lot of time, does cost a lot more. I think there's a misconception of animated stuff costs less. I think it costs a little bit more. Like you see, Robert Kirkman did Walking Dead first, and then went to Invincible, because like I've heard that animation is quite pricey to produce.
You think it's the price as of those MCU movies?
No, the MCU movies, the reason why they're losing money is because they're high budgets.
Yeah, well, I think those if for live action, then you need to hire those famous actors, and you need to
Yep.
hire everything is super expensive when you do that. So
Voice actors
Yeah.
are cheaper than actual live actors.
But to speak on this, I hope that Tynion doesn't stop doing his work. Like I'm not
Same.
up there with the people that read a lot of Tynion. Like I do enjoy some of his work in that, but I'm not a diehard fan like most. And I think that it would really upset people. Marcus Circumstances would probably cry if Tynion just been like, you know what, I'm bought, and C Bizzle. Would you cry if Tynion's just like, you know what, I'm going to stop doing something that's killing children? I think we'd all hear Marcus scream from across the world. So I hope not. Also, who the fly came up with the name Tiny Onion for a company like this? So this is a play on his name, Papa. Tynion, Tiny Onion. So it's how he says, yeah, he's always had that thing. I think I forget what it was his website. He had a website called Tiny Onion.
Yeah.
Before this, so
there's a newspaper.
It was a newsletter.
Newsletter.
Yep, newsletter.
Onion, right? You guys know about
What?
Onion?
Yeah, I know about the newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah,
The satire.
it's satire. It's all satire newspaper.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time. They're still going.
I don't know, but that's when I go, why are you stealing from Onion? I mean, Tiny Onion. I mean, I don't know.
It's just a play. It's just a play on his name.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Remember, his name pronounced
what's your
Tiny.
nickname? What's your nickname, guys? What are all your nicknames?
Well, everybody here on the panel.
Yeah, everybody's on panel. What are your nicknames?
Oh, C Bizzle.
C Bizzle. So
Roscoe.
you want to call a company called C Bizzle?
Yeah. If I have the money, I will.
Mine's
my nickname.
Roscoe.
I think
Mine's
Tony knows what. I think
Roscoe's not my real name.
I thought you were just geek out with Roscoe.
Oh yeah, that is my full name. Yep. That is,
Yeah. His first name Geek, his middle name Out, and his last name Roscoe.
Yeah. Don't try to fool us. Geek out with Roscoe.
you caught me, Norman. You caught me.
Nickname E-Man, pronounced E-Man.
Man.
So anything else you want to talk about for this James Tynion? The fourth launches multimedia production company.
I just can't wait for it.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what type of ideas. I love learning new ideas. Like I didn't start buying independent comic books until 2020, the end of 2020 and early 2021. And I've been buying independent comic books since then. And I love learning new worlds, new stories. So I can't wait to see what kind of ideas come about this.
Did anyone read his distillery stuff?
I haven't. I just don't like the magazine size books.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
And it's like $8.99 an issue.
Facts.
But I mean, it's all in great. I mean, the quality's unbelievable, but still, I mean, a magazine size is not my bag, baby.
That's another long box I gotta buy.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is like, I do have a lot of Laceronins, so I mean, maybe I just will be like, shut the hell up. I need to go buy myself a box. But I think I found a box that fits them. Like I have a bunch of like other magazines and stuff like that.
I actually like magazine size.
No,
So
yeah?
is Tiny Onion Tynion doing is he doing House of Slaughter too? Is he writing both of them?
I like that thing.
I believe so.
Take One production. I love that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing House of Slaughter.
So he's still doing House of Slaughter because I know I think he finished Department of Truth, so he's not doing that anymore. I'm not sure what else he's writing besides Something Is Killing the Children is continuing and House of Slaughter is continuing.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, he's over
just distillery. Yeah. He's doing books there too.
And didn't he just do a DC book?
Wasn't that he did Batman.
He did for
a while, but he couldn't bring that over. But Nice House on the Lake is DC.
No, I know, but no, I thought he was doing another character for some reason. Like
not that I know of. I could be wrong. If the chat will let me know, let us know. Department of Truth is coming back. Oh wow! So it is coming back. So we're gonna get that. That's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that I thought I
saw. Oh, is he doing World Tree? I didn't know he was doing.
Oh yes, I forgot that was his. I forgot that was his as well.
Was his.
Good job. You said that.
I actually have it.
Sleepy Reader 666.
Very good.
So yeah, he still has a lot of comic writing that he's still doing. So we could hopefully see a lot of this. And World Tree is connected with Image. Image is creator owned, so he's able to pick that up. I'm not sure what the rules of Boom is, but I figure he'd still have a lot of say in his Boom creation because he did bring a lot of people over to Boom. Not gonna lie, with House of Slaughter and Something Is Killing the Children. So
Boom Studios is one of my favorite publishers at this moment. I've been buying a lot of Boom comics.
Boom has a movie production company too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, they've done a couple movies.
They could probably do what it's for.
They did I can't remember now, but yeah, they've done a couple. They haven't done many, but they've done a couple, and I think maybe that's gonna like go into the Tiny Onion. Like maybe
Yeah.
I
they'll.
hope so.
So Papa disagrees with me. No, I'm just kidding.
Papa probably does. All right. Anything else left before we move to the next topic, which will probably be the Xbox topic, and then we'll talk about the last topic. We have 2 topics left, and that. Anything else with this topic?
Nope.
No. All
We can
right.
move on.
I think so.
Let's move to the next topic, which is Xbox related. Shout out Durs too. Durs is all about Xbox as well as C Bizzle. He's probably watching this. He likes the he's a huge gamer, and that's why we add these things to the topics and that, because of course we have gamers in this community. C Bizzle, collecting with Durs, and collecting with Durs stays nerdy to gaming. So he let me know that. I love that he used that phrase. So shout out Durs. CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Phil Spencer, has confirmed via the official Xbox podcast that 4 previously exclusive Xbox games will be releasing on other consoles. According to The Verge, it's confirmed that High Rush, Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded are coming to the PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. That would appear to be it, though, as it's specifically noted that high-profile AAA titles Starfield and the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Great Circle are not currently planned to release on other consoles. And these 4 releases do not, it's highlighted and bold, represent a change to fundamental exclusively strategy. 2 of those are live service games and by doing this, it will expand the audience and give us the ability to continue to invest in them. The 2 smaller single player games are to drive more value out of those games and potentially invest in future iterations of them. In a statement on the official site, it said the Xbox Series XS consoles will continue to provide a flagship experience for players, and Game Pass will continue to be only available on Xbox platforms. It was also revealed that Game Pass currently boasts 34 million members. They add the company's commitment to game preservation is unwaveringly, and Xbox players should have confidence in building your digital library in the Xbox ecosystem. However, Spencer noted that he believes no game should ever be ruled out from going to other platforms. I don't think we should, as an industry, ever rule out a game going to another platform. We focused on these 4 games and learning from the experience. We don't work on other franchises. But for anybody to stand up and say something's never going to happen, I think it feels like creating more certainty in world of gaming, where you really want to respond to the customers want and what other players and creators are looking for. Finally, it was announced that Diablo 4 will be first Activision Blizzard game to be added to Game Pass, the title coming on March 28th. Xbox President Sarah Bond added that there is some exciting stuff coming out in hardware, and we're going to share this holiday. The full episode is up on Xbox official podcast. So this comes from Dark Horizons, and they credited Xbox.com. C Bizzle, my
Yes.
my gamer on the panel. What do you think of this?
Okay. I think a lot of this. 2 weeks ago, if y'all watched the show, y'all saw how upset I was hearing the rumors of the big AAA games possibly going to Sony. I'm an Xboxer. I've been buying Xbox since the very beginning. I don't have a new system yet, but I will get it by the end of the year. But the games that's on there, one of the games I play at least 5 times out of the week, and that's Sea of Thieves. So the image y'all see right on the screen right now is Sea of Thieves. I played this game a ton with my brother, and it's a very fun game. I don't mind this game being on PlayStation because what the funniest thing is when he said when TM said the uh, Game Pass has 34 million people on that service. I'm one of them. Um, I love that Game Pass. To me is the greatest thing in video game history. I will stand by it. I will die on that hill. The fact that I could play any video game I want, just download it real quick and play it. I could try out several games, and if I like it, I will go out and buy them. So the good news is the fact that these 4 games, they've been out well over, like Sea of Thieves been out since 2018. So we had us Xbox players been playing it for several years, and what's going to happen is when they go on PlayStation, they actually have to purchase the actual game. With me as a Game Pass user, if an Xbox game becomes exclusive and the day it comes out, I can play it the day it comes out without paying the $70 price tag. All I got to do is download it. I could pre-download. Matter of fact, I just pre-downloaded MLB The Show 2024. So as soon as that comes out, I could just cut it on and start playing it. So like Sea of Thieves is coming out for the PlayStation April 30th. And I'm also excited what you mentioned about Diablo 4 coming out in March. I can't wait for that. I said I would never buy that game, but I would definitely download it and play it. Yes, PlayStation Plus has free games, so do Xbox. But like I said, I pay around $18 a month because I got the ultimate Game Pass, meaning that, like I said, when a game first come out day one, that's an Xbox exclusive, I could sit down and download the game and play it the day of. Xbox Game Pass is better than PlayStation Plus. Trust me. No offense to PlayStation, but it's better than Xbox Game Pass is better. Because PlayStation doesn't have their games day one. Gets on the PlayStation Pass. But I am excited about the future of Xbox. It's a possibility that the new Xbox console is coming out. It was supposed to be 2028, but they pushed it. Moved it up all the way up to 2026. So a new console may be coming out, and possible a new handheld Xbox console coming out as well. So I'm in a grapevine, I'm hearing all of these good news. I was just really upset if Sony would have gotten something like Halo or Gears of War, but Sony doesn't want to give us Spider-Man, Last of Us, God of War, things of that nature. I would have been upset about that because it should be a two-way street. Also, what people not realizing as well, these games are also going to be put on the Nintendo system, and Nintendo said they are coming out with. No, they didn't. Not even close. Nintendo is coming out with a newer system as well. So I got to watch their part. They just had a partner, a show just dropped today, so I got to check that out. But that's all my rant.
Yeah, it is a good thing that they did not give away, because when I first saw that, I was like, 4 games to platforms. If this is like a title, if they're making this newsworthy, then it must be 4 big titles. But
And then
it is not. Sadly, it is one title that you play, but you can still play it. So it's not like they're going away from the Xbox platform altogether. But to have exclusives, yeah, Xbox worst selling system this generation. For me, I'm a PlayStation guy. I did own an Xbox 360 years ago, but I like PlayStation. I'm also a Nintendo guy. I like certain Nintendo characters. I'm a huge Mario fan, so for this, it doesn't really affect me that much. I don't have a system at the moment, so it doesn't really affect me. I don't play the games at all. but I know that this is something that certain people in this community like to talk about. And I want to bring certain aspects of that to this platform, being like, all right, you're a gamer. Here's a topic for you guys. And I know we have a ton of gamers in this community. Norn Rad, yourself, Biggie Shack. Papa Wheelie doesn't game at all. If you go to Papa Wheelie's channel, you won't see him gaming at all.
Like I said, I don't have nothing against PlayStation, the PlayStation or Sony at all. It's just that I'll go back and forth with the Sony fanboys. But like I said, the 4 games, Grounded, that game been out for a very long time. Sea of Thieves been out for a very long time. Even Phil Spencer said these games had to at least be out for more than a year. And I agree with Norman Rad. And it's not really, it's the leaks, and like everybody was talking about it. Like when it first we were talking about it 2 weeks ago. Everybody said, "Oh, Halo is going on Sony, Gears of War is going on Sony, the Starfield is going on," and everybody was absolutely wrong. They may go on there, but it won't be going there for till later dates. And it's similar to this is how the video game industry was even back in the day. It will come out on one system first, and then be on that system for a year or maybe more, and then it will go come out on the second system. So this is something I'm used to, and it's just that I was hoping and praying that they weren't trying to do something radical and then say, hey, here's all our games, because then it defeats the purpose of you buying an Xbox console.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong. Final Fantasy VII remake and rebirth. Did remake ever go to the Xbox? Like it was delayed. It came to PlayStation first, and it took it like about a year to release on Xbox. Yeah, that makes sense because like Final Fantasy VII was from PlayStation, and that was before Xbox 360.
Mass Effect and BioShock, both of those are big games. They would start off on Xbox, and then they eventually went on to the PlayStation. And this helps, and honestly, this helps the developers of those games.
I haven't played game in like 10, I mean, seriously, probably 15 years. But is a PC game still a thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's huge. You can actually play. You can get the ultimate. I got the Ultimate Game Pass. I could play the games on my PC. And Sony's just now starting to put some of their games on the PC as well.
A lot of gaming tournaments that's in Korea. Isn't all that from PC games?
Like the fighting tournaments.
Like fighting tournament like a StarCraft or like
StarCraft is PC, but some of the fighting tournaments are on whatever system they choose. Sometimes it'll be on the Xbox, sometimes it'll be on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else for the 4 Xbox games platforms? I think that's a short topic right here.
Yeah.
Me, if I want to go back to game, I'd rather stay with my PC.
Yeah,
I do have Xbox.
Understandable.
I do have Xbox, and I have old PS2. I mean, I buy all the game consoles. I would buy the Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, I would buy all of them, but if I had a choice, I would want to play on my PC.
Which is understandable.
Oscar, you have anything on this topic? We're going to move to the next one. Last one of the night.
I agree.
No, I'm not a big gamer. I play sports mostly, so yeah.
Basketball.
All right.
But if Halo was going over to was it, or what was one of I'm sorry, Halo. What else is a big one that's over with Xbox only?
You got Halo. You got Gears of War. We got the new one, Starfield. Indiana Jones.
If any of those went over to, I think that'd be crazy. But
yeah,
But we'll see.
Yeah,
Never know.
they said they're just testing the waters.
I say they just
Any of these games,
play on whatever.
aren't going to be on esports? Any of these folk games?
No,
Okay.
not even close.
I say just if you feel comfortable with whatever controller you're using or whatever, or you like the way the system is set up, just use that system. But play. I feel like every game should be available for any system. You know what I mean? Like what the
I
hell?
That's
agree.
exactly what I feel, but some system may have advantages over the others, right?
That's
Yeah,
true, I guess. Yeah.
Depending on the interface,
yeah.
processor
I
speed, right?
don't
GPU
I don't like
speed, and
the
all that stuff.
I don't like the PlayStation controller. I prefer the Xbox controller. It fits my hands better.
What's up, Biggie?
Hey, Biggie.
What's up?
What up, big?
I was bored.
Do you have
Biggie,
anything that you want to
Biggie,
add to
man.
for Xbox game titles go to other platforms?
I need to go get me a beer, guys.
Four.
Be back.
Four Xbox titles. Okay, so I saw something like a week or two ago saying that Xbox was going to not continue some shit. So it's kind of shocking to see them. Are you saying Xbox games are going somewhere else? Is that what you're saying?
Four Xbox games are going to be on the PlayStation. But the Game Pass itself is not going to be on the PlayStation. These 4 games are High Rise, Pentiment, Grounded, and Sea of Thieves. Those are the 4 games. Those games been out for a while already. And one of the head people from Microsoft / Xbox even said that they're gonna continue on with the hardware. So the new console is still coming out like in 2026, and it's some huge hardware announcements is going to be made aware on this holiday season, and they said it's going to be the most technological leap in video game history.
Well, the thing about, like you were saying, the Xbox controller is superior to the PlayStation controller. It all derives from Destiny-esque controller. First of all, they were like the first 4-button I think of that comes to mind. But it's all about size preference and stuff. I just like fighting games. I don't have anything to say about this topic, so I'll pass.
Yeah. I don't think the Xbox controller is superior than the PlayStation. It's just that I prefer it over the PlayStation because I don't like the placement of the analog sticks on the PlayStation. So that's why I like the Xbox way more, because the Xbox controller reminds me of the most underrated system in the history of video gaming, which is the Dreamcast. And that controller is one of my favorite controllers of all time.
Said it got Gamecast.
Yeah, the Dreamcast is great. I have my Dreamcast plugged up to my TV as we speak.
My thing with the PlayStation Plus or the Xbox Pass is my console don't have that much space anyway, so I don't download any of the shit anyway. I just play my hard games, or how you call them, physical copies.
I got a 2 terabyte hard drive hooked up to my Xbox, so
That
that's
must
what
be
gives me the
nice,
space.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all my physical games have to update about every 3 months, and they never get to, because I just want to play my one stupid game. So I'm cool with that, man. I play a game that's like almost 6 years old now, so
yeah,
I don't pay much attention to and that's fine, and that's the funnest game I could play. Like I have new games, I just don't enjoy them. I'm weird, so that's just me.
No, that's understandable. I can see that.
All right, so we're gonna move to the last topic, the comic topic of the night. Where is it here? All right, here we go. Marvel cancels all X-Men titles ahead of relaunch. The end of the X-Men's Krakoa era is at hand. Marvel Comics has revealed its X-Men solicitations for May 2024, which show that every current X-Men series is concluding. Wolverine will go out on a milestone as Wolverine number 50 closes out the run and finishes the Sabretooth War story. Fall of the House of X, Rise of the Powers of X X-Men, X-Men Forever, Cable, and Invincible Iron Man also wrap up in May 2024. Marvel is billing May as the penultimate month of the Krakoan Age, as there are still unrevealed plans for the grand finale in June ahead of whatever comes next. The conclusion of one era of X-Men comics and the start of another is part of a busy year for X-Men across media. X-Men 97 debuts in March, continuing the story of X-Men the Animated Series, a touchstone for an entire generation of X-Men faithful. Marvel released the X-Men 97 trailer earlier this week. The X-Men also returned to big screen this July in Deadpool and Wolverine, which features the title characters played by Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, respectively, and likely a few other familiar faces. Marvel Studios released the first Deadpool and Wolverine trailer during the Super Bowl to a record-breaking views. The X-Men will also be part of Marvel's new Ultimate Universe. Peach Momoko will take Marvel's mutants in a new direction in her new Ultimate X-Men series. The covers and solicitations for the penultimate month of the X-Men Krakoa era are below. All issues go on sale in May 2024, and this comes from comicbook.com. So, as most know, we lost Biggie. As most know, I'm not an X-Men reader. I'm a fan of the movies. I'm excited for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and I'm excited for the X-Men 97, as we talked about earlier. So this I'm not too sure if I have any. I'm not sure if I have. I'm not that excited for this. I have no idea. I'm not reading current X-Men, so I have no good or bad things to say about this. Besides that, I know that a lot of the Krakoa era has been troubling for a few.
Yeah, I've been reading X-Men this whole time. I'm okay with this. I know some people are pissed, like, oh, Marvel's canceling, just doing redo number ones. I understand that part, but the Krakoan era, I knew it was gonna come to an end. I just didn't know when. So I'm excited about this. I'm collecting Wolverine. I'm collecting X-Men. I'm collecting both the new titles. I've been enjoying the X-Men Krakoan era the whole time. Does it have some few bumps in the road? Yes, it does. But I have been enjoying reading them. Wolverine has gotten so much better. I wish I would have still kept up with X Force because I heard that that was good as well. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do in July. People were once again freaking out for no reason, saying, "Oh, Marvel's canceling the X titles." I'm like, "Yeah, because they're going to reboot them in almost the following month." I'm super excited what's the next era of the X-Men is going to be. I can't wait to sit down and read those titles. I'm hoping they bring back X Factor. That's one of my favorite X-Men teams. I know in May they had this story last year where Wolverine and Ghost Rider almost basically merged and called the Helverine. He's getting his own title in May, so I can't wait for that. So I'm not sure if it's a one shot or if it's gonna be ongoing or if it's gonna be a mini series. Because they only showed issue 1, and that cover looks fantastic. So I can't wait to see what the creative teams are going to be and which titles they're going to bring come in July.
Yeah, and they just started this too, didn't they? Like were like, you know what, we're gonna do the Powers of X again, a little kind of relaunch, and now they're like just being like, you know what, it's not working out. We're gonna scrap this all.
Yeah.
Did you say Deadpool had something to do with it?
No.
Just that X-Men is coming with like the X-Men with record-breaking views from that. That's why I think, like I stated earlier, I think that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to break 1 billion in the like it's the highest rated, highest viewed trailer out there. But like with the X-Men news coming, I feel like they are smart by dropping the Krakoan area. Like with 97 coming, they're going back to basics in a way. Like 97 is like the era that most people know of the X-Men and the X-Men movies, of course. But like that was the X-Men I knew. Like when I decided to come into reading comics, and as good as the story as it is, it kind of threw me out of it, was the whole Krakoan era, the House of X, the Powers of X. It really threw me out of it because like I'm used to that form of X-Men back in the 90s. So it really confused a lot of people with this, and I guess a lot of people, including myself, just fell off of it. So maybe I will try to actually pick up an X-Men title going forward after they do this whole relaunch and reboot, if they get good writers and the story is good, if they're going back to the X-Men we know and love.
Yeah, because I feel that when I mentioned the bumps in the road, one of the bumps was Jonathan Hickman being pulled from the X titles, and the fact that he wasn't the main writer anymore, the guy that was controlling where everybody, all the the X offices, how X-Men is supposed to be. I think that's what hurt it, because the House of X and Powers of 10, that should have been Hickman's baby, and move on forward with that story. But it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be the next head person. Is it going to be Jerry Duggan? Is it going to be Benjamin Piercy, or whoever? And I'm just waiting to see what they're going to do with it. And I do agree with K-pop. It was a lot of titles. I just didn't like certain titles. I just didn't buy, or I'll wait till they go into the dollar bin and then I'll get them later.
Papa, Namen, or Biggie, you're reading any of the Krakoan age of X-Men. Does this affect you at all? And what are your overall thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, I'm a Bronze Age collector, so this doesn't affect me at all. But I thought about it. Is it okay if some of the franchise get just shelved for a little bit? Like, even I'm a huge Superman fan, right?
Mhm.
But I'd be okay with Superman getting stops at 1,000 and get shelved until people start missing it. Like Captain Marvel, for instance, he's dead, right? In the Marvel Captain Marvel, he's dead.
Yeah.
I love
Melvert
Captain
is,
Marvel.
yeah.
I love
Yeah,
his
you're right.
franchise, but there's no more stories about him. I mean, how many stories can you tell about Superman or X-Men, or you know, why isn't there like a new character developing? Like let's say there was Superman, then the Marvel, counter that with the Spider-Man, and DC counter that with these other characters. So there's no new characters being developed in these two big comic book companies. They're just keeping with the old and just keep on going and never shelving it until I don't know. It just seems like I have enough to catch up from the Bronze Age. Is there a new story that's going to tell me? I mean, is there a new story that I cannot do without?
I can tell you this much. They are not going to shelf the X-Men, especially with X-Men 97 coming out, with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. They'd be kind of stupid to shelf the X-Men at that point in time. It's the same. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
I know what you mean though. Like, create a new character, especially, and then you said Superman. It'd be kind of stupid to James Gunn's Superman comes out in 2025 to be like, you know what, we're gonna shelf Superman, and not have him on the shelves in comics and that, so no readers can come see him after they watch this amazing movie by James Gunn, Superman Legacy. Guys, get your tickets whenever they come available.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of Superman. Everybody knows that, right? So,
but like, I agree. Like Venom, even Spider-Man. Like I know Spider-Man, there's so many Spider-Man titles. You can do it without one. You can just make, you know what? I'm gonna have Miles Morales. That's gonna be the Spider-Man going forward for a little bit. Gonna have all of these other Spider titles shelved for a while. I get that. I don't think they'll ever shelf a high selling comic, but Miles, I don't think like because people still buy Spider-Man religiously. Are they reading it? No, they have it for the run. That's a comic that's always going to be in the run. People do that with action comics as well. Detective comics, they don't read them, but they shelf them and they continue to pick them up. And that's just giving them more reason to be like, yeah, we're going to keep pushing these out, even though they're shitty. So here's your Spider-Man. But
Marvel did that with a few years ago before they bought Fox. They shelved the Fantastic Four for a while after Secret Wars. They shelved them for a very long time, and they didn't bring them back until they got the rights back, the movie rights back from Fox. And so they have done it, but you're right, they won't do that to a high level.
Yeah, that's motivated by the movie rights and stuff like that. But I mean, I know they will never shelf something like X-Men or Fantastic Four or some things that they keep on making money on. They're never going to shelve it as long as people are willing to pay for it.
Correct.
But I'm just wondering how much stories can you make about a Superman? How many stories can you make about an X-Men?
Oh, they're coming. Superman title has been solid. Like the James,
I imagine a story that's being newly told probably has been told before that we just don't know about it because we haven't read all the Superman titles, right? I mean,
so here's my opinion on it. I'm current on Deadpool for the last 6 years. I've gotten every Deadpool except for a few small series, and I'm glad that his main title run doesn't have anything to do with the Krakoa. I was actually collecting the X-Men comics up until Extermination when Cable died, and once they started dropping all of the different stories and different titles, I said, no, I'll pass on that because we just went through one of those kind of series. What was it called? Shit. Rain. I can't remember. Anyways, I bought a bunch of those, and there was like 30 issues, and it went through everything. It was around the Gauntlet stuff, and I got tired of all the multiple series. And up until about 3 months ago, Deadpool had his own series. He's coming out with another #1, and I hope it don't have nothing to do with it.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, it probably won't.
Yeah. Because the writer for the new Deadpool is also the current writer for Miles Morales.
Yeah, I think this is a farewell run too, isn't it? Like a Deadpool. I'm still confused by that whole thing. Is like Rob Liefeld just going to stop with Deadpool, or is he retiring the character?
I think he just not retiring the character. I think he's just stopping with Deadpool.
Okay. So, yeah.
Can he retire the character?
What's that?
Can he retire the character? I mean, does Marvel have some rights to it? Like, where
I most definitely think
some kind of there's got to be some kind of clause in their in their their contract that's states that I mean, even when he's gone, they can continue with the character.
Because like I don't know the way he states it. He's like, I'm going to one big hurrah from us. Like, well, the character's still going to continue, so you don't think it's going to be that big of a hurrah that you think it's going to be, Rob. Nothing against Rob. Don't come at me, man. But I don't think he thinks that it's going to be a big hurrah that he thinks it's going to be. Other than that. What? Could you imagine? And like that series is, I don't know if it'll end. I don't know. I think it'll end right when the X-Men, or not X-Men, but Deadpool movie comes out.
I know there hasn't been a new issue for 2 or 3 months, unless I'm just not getting it in my pool. It stopped at like 10 or something.
Yeah, I think they stopped it, and they're going to bring it back, and it's going to be a new issue 1
Yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah, I'm already pulling that, right?
And also the Deadpool stuff, like you said, not tied to the Krakoan area, and it's its own kind of standalone thing. He doesn't like cross over with that many Marvel characters that much.
Now X-Force might be, dude. You know, like if he's a part of any X-Men team, he might be. I've seen him in Krakoa issues. I just don't. That's not part of his main thing.
So the newest issue of Deadpool comes out on April the 3rd with writing by Cody Zegler and is it Rohe and Antonio is doing the art.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. He became an artist. He stopped doing movies and became an artist.
Me, the guy that did
Close it, Bobby.
I
forgot I was muted.
So yeah, no, that's all I have to say about Marvel cancels all X-Men titles ahead of relaunch. I know that there is some people that are sad that have enjoyed the Krakoan era, but I think there's a lot of people that are relieved that they're going to stop so many Krakoan age titles and just going back to basics as far as I can read. So who knows? Maybe I may pick up an X-Men title in the future, and it's just better too, considering that Marvel is bringing in a lot of the mutants into the MCU now. So like it'd be hard for like being like, oh look, this X-Men character, I want to go read an X-Men title and then walk into Krakoan and be like, what the hell is this? So it might be best that they reboot and try to do something different from the Krakoan era and do a refresh.
I like the Krakoan era because the biggest question that I had was they had the resurrection protocols. So if any of them died, they could just resurrect them. That blew my mind when I first read, House of X and Powers of 10 and them explaining the situation. I was like, I wonder how. And I agree with Space Case. I was wondering how they was going to rectify that. So,
and they could still do that if Hickman comes back and maybe even like give Hickman time to do a trade, do like a 5-issue mini, and just release it all in softcover trade instead of doing like issues out by out, or just be like. Name it like the Krakoan era, the finished Krakoan era comes to an end with Hickman, and have that story. Don't have it issues coming out monthly or anything like that. Have it in one collected edition. I feel like that's the way to do it.
Because right now he's doing Ultimate Spider-Man, so he's still with Marvel.
He's still with Marvel, but like at the same time, like stay away from like releasing single issues of the Krakoan era, like. Just do a collected edition of it. Let him tell it. And Ultimate Spider-Man has been fantastic. I can concur that I've enjoyed it. So, can anyone name the 5? I cannot name the 5.
So you got Gold Ball, and you got Hope, and that's only 2 I can remember. It's just those 2.
Later, Bobby. We'll be finishing here pretty soon anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he said Prometheus, Rachel, Egg. Hope is one of them as too.
All right. Anything else for this? Or are we gonna wrap things up? Go around the horn and see what everybody's up to.
Nope, I got nothing else for this title or the subject.
They just got through it all. Everybody. Oscar, you have anything else you want to talk about this title? This thing?
No, not really.
All right. Gonna go around the horn.
Only what Nam. I agree with whatever Naman says.
That's a bad choice. All right. So around the horn. Let's go.
Oops. Okay.
See, Bizzle, do what the people have been waiting for all night. You haven't done it to anybody. Give them the wave.
Get a wave. So I'm dropping a video for next Monday. I've won stuff on a lot of people's show. I won something on In the Mix with DJ Links and then Illuminati. I won a couple of Star Wars books I'm going to show off. Also in that same video, Shop for Comics did a image of me, and I want to show that as well. Also, I actually got me a Gary B. The Need book. So that just came in the mail the other day. I can't wait to sit down and read that book. So I'm gonna show all that off in my video Monday. I got my hype video, my 3 hype books in my pull list for next week. That's gonna be dropping. I'm gonna be on Council of Comics next Monday, and I will be back here next Wednesday as well. That's it.
All right. Papa's right now what he has coming up. I'll go to him in a little bit. Roscoe.
Hey.
Hey.
No. Between the lines every Monday, 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week it will be on my channel. We will have a freaking awesome artist that I met through Instagram named Donovan Alex. He does a lot of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover type stuff like what I do. So it's so the theme, if everybody's wondering, is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossed over with musicians. So I can't wait to see what people come up with. Also, keep an eye out on my channel. Again, it's not just Roscoe, it's Geek Out with Roscoe is my channel. I have a couple of unboxings, but I have an AOK that was sent to me. And so I'm going to make a special video about that. So keep an eye out for that as well. And just appreciate everyone in the community and everybody. You're just amazing. Keep being awesome. And Travis, thank you so much for having me on the show. And everyone else on the panel, you guys rock. Appreciate you all. Thank you.
What's up now, man?
Let me see if my mic is on. My mic is on.
Ah.
I did an awful thing. Put up a video while Team Nutty is doing the live show. So of course nobody's gonna watch my video over Team Nutty's video.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
So would you come and watch my video after watching TM Nutty's live show? Because I just put out a video where I went to Kosh comic bookstore with the Metal Rock, and I did a little Kosh in Brooklyn, New York. It's a pretty amazing place. So you might experience a little bit of what I experienced if you watch that video. So come watch it if you like. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to Gary's channel and we're gonna talk about Logan's Run movie. That's gonna be really fun. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for having me on channel. TM Nutty, you're great. Roscoe, you're great. C Bizzle, you're great. Papa, of course, is great. And Biggie, thanks for being.
I should have said this to Roscoe. You guys are welcome back each week. We change up the topics in that.
And cheers, guys. This is my second beer, cheers. So I should be going to bed.
All right, Biggie. Biggie, do you have anything coming up, my man?
Well, I watched Nauman's video. It was really good. Him and Metarog hanging out, and I was on Ricky, All Sorts of Words, and battled Big B. And I came back yesterday. I was actually in the lead, but now I'm down again in 4 categories, 40%. So hopefully I can make a little comeback before Monday. I got whomped today. There was a lot of voting. And I'll be on Allen's Friday and Collector Club next Friday. So Comic Collector Geek Friday night, and then the Friday after that I'll be on my channel. And thank you for having me. Everybody on the panel is awesome.
All right. And Papa will he'll be on Bleecker and Hudak's auction this Saturday, gaming and lip syncing. He will also have his wrestling talk this Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Look at that. I'm remembering shit that you're not.
Yeah, I forgot to say it too. Sorry, Pop. I'll be on Pop's Thursday.
Oh no, I was just like, I'm giving Papa shit, not you, Biggie. Did not remember his own show, and I did. Haha. Duh. No, you're not. Yeah. No, I love you, Papa. Papa's awesome. Make sure to go subscribe to Papa Willie. Papa Willie is getting close, getting really close to 1K. I think last time I checked, he's at 977. So go subscribe to Papa Willie. He's doing this great wrestling show. If you're a huge fan of wrestling, he does have some great topics. He's joined by Biggie, Shaq, and Beckerman each week. And sometimes some other people join the panel as well. If you're a huge wrestling fan, hit Pop up. And that maybe he'll have you on the show if you're good enough. If you're good
Somewhere
enough.
you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Yeah, I see you, Pop.
All right. And me. So,
Nah, no, I'm just kidding.
yeah, nobody's here to see you. Unsubscribe. We're out of here. So available now for channel members. Dale of Suspense, Chatting with the Comic Community 84 is available on my channel right now for channel members only, and it'll be on my channel this upcoming Monday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. This Saturday for channel members. Let's actually. I'm going to say Sunday morning for channel members. Chatting with the Comic Community episode 85 with Lady Fantastic will be available.
You're confusing all your members here.
I know.
What day? Oh shit.
And then this Thursday, tomorrow night, I'll be over on Cliff's channel for Crisis Quest, which I'm going to rig it. So Kyle Licious, who sadly can't be with us tomorrow, I'm going to rig it so he wins. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. So tune in to see how I do it. Not to the show, just how I rig the show. And Monday, Between the Lines, of course, that was already stated. And then back here next week for Tomorrow Tonight with brand new topics, and Cliff on Comics will be back. And if you want to join the panel next week, just let me know. I will have the topics up and available Tuesday night on my YouTube community page and on IG and Facebook. That being said, I want to thank everybody that's joined me tonight on the panel. I will have everybody's links down below. I have Cliff's, C Bizzles, and Papa's down there already. I will be adding Lady Fantastics, Geek Out with Roscoe, Namens, Biggie Shack's links down below after this show ends. So that being said, guys, thank you so much to the chat. Thank you so much to the panel. I love you all. And to all, have a great Thursday. And go watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, which will drop on Netflix in an hour. That being said, bye, guys.